Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time you're watching this video. It's me again, Teacher Kent, and today we are going to talk about rocks as usual. However, we are going to talk about how certain types of rocks are actually useful because when we think about rocks, the thing that we usually think about is it doesn't do anything, right? It just stays in the ground. So, what are rocks and minerals used for? Because rocks have some type of mineral in them. But first, let's review. We already finished about the different types of rock. There are actually three, right? There are igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. And we also talked about the rock cycle. Do you remember the rock cycle? It's when igneous rocks become sedimentary or metamorphic. And sedimentary rocks can also become igneous or um, metamorphic. And of course, metamorphic rocks can become either sedimentary or igneous. Basically, it's a cycle, it's a circle. It's when one type of rock transforms into another type of rock. And that's why it's a cycle, because it happens again and again and again. Now, today, we're going to learn, just like what I said, about how we use rocks or different types of minerals that are found in rocks. So let me just share my PowerPoint presentation. Rocks and minerals in our daily lives, presented by, of course, Teacher Kent. Fluorite. Oh, this is a beautiful rock. It's so colorful. But I think, oh, let me just make myself a little bit bigger so you can see me while I talk about these types of rocks. There you go. I'm going to put myself at the bottom. Fluorite. As you can see, it looks a little bit like chalk. What do you think fluorite is used for? Fluorite is the Illinois state mineral. Hardin County is the only area in Illinois where the mineral is mined. So this specific type of rock can only be found in Illinois state, a state in America. Or it's not that it can only be found there, but it's where it has the most of fluorite in any state in America. Fluoride can be found in drinking water, toothpaste, steel manufacturing, aluminum products, and chemicals. That's right. When you brush your teeth, there is fluoride there. When you drink water, there's also fluoride there. Steel manufacturing, aluminum products, and even different types of chemicals. Now, fluoride actually helps our bones become stronger. That's why Colgate, as you can see right here, it's called fluoride, fluoride toothpaste. Fluoride, the mineral that you get from fluoride, okay? Fluoride is the rock, fluoride is the mineral. It actually makes your teeth a lot stronger. Not only that, it can also be used in making steel products and even aluminum products. Oh, first and foremost, you didn't think, right, that a rock can be used to brush your teeth. Well, you can't really use it per se. It just helps your teeth become stronger. Next is copper. That's right. Copper can be found inside some rocks. And I think for those that have played Minecraft know what copper is. Copper is actually used to make wires, okay? Because copper conducts electricity, meaning copper can carry electricity. So we use copper in our wires, especially if we need something that is powered by electricity. The mineral malachite is shown along with several other copper ores, native copper and chalcopyrite and azurite. One of the largest copper mines in the world is located at Bingham Canyon in Utah. Okay, see what I mean? This is what copper can be used for. It can be used for wires, it can be used for tubing, it can even be used for coins. I think you have Thai baht in cents. I'm not certain how you call that, but less than 1 baht, those are specific types of coins. They are made out of copper, brass, communications, electronics, and appliances. Basically, copper can be found everywhere. And it's actually it's a cheap type of mineral because it can be found everywhere, but that doesn't mean it's not useful. It conducts electricity. That's the main purpose of copper. And we use electricity in all of our day-to-day lives, from your phones to your laptops to your TVs, even your cars. I am certain there is a copper wire inside them because that allows electricity to actually move inside electronic objects. Next is talc, this white type of rock. Talc is an important industrial mineral. Most commonly, it is known as the primary ingredient in talcum powder. Its resistance to heat, electricity, and acids make it an ideal surface for lab countertops and electrical switchboards. Okay, talc. It's a mineral. It can be found in some rocks, or it is a rock itself when it's in solid form. So they break it down. They make it because it's resistant to heat, electricity, and acids. It's very important for scientists because scientists, they deal with a lot of heat, maybe some electricity, experiments, and even acids. So they make tabletops, the top of a table with talc. And even electrical switchboards is made of talc because it controls electricity. It doesn't allow electricity to actually go away or go around it. Imagine if the electrical switchboard is actually made of copper. When you try and touch it, you'll go bzzz, you'll become fried. So talc is used for that. Aside from that, you will find that it's used as powder. See this? It can be used in cosmetics, baby powder, paint, and even paper. That's right. The baby powder that you sometimes use or your mother uses, or the cosmetics that your mom uses. By the way, cosmetics are things that are like makeup that help your mom look more beautiful. Even some boys like to wear cosmetics, especially those who like K-pop. BTS, they wear cosmetics. They put on baby powder, they put on a foundation, concealer, but I don't do that. But if you do that, good. Anyway, it's also found in paint and even paper. Imagine that. The paper that you're writing on, it's part of it comes from rocks. Next is kaolinite. Kaolinite. The greatest demand for kaolinite is in the paper industry to produce a glossy paper such as used in most magazines, also used for the production of cat litter. Okay, kaolinite, have you noticed if you buy a magazine that the paper there is very different from your normal paper? Let's say this paper that I'm showing right now. This is not the paper from a magazine. In fact, the paper from a magazine is actually much silkier or much smoother than a normal piece of paper. That is because it's made from kaolinite. It's a glossy type of paper, also used for the production of cat litter. Okay, kaolinite can be used like mini rocks. Cat litter is where cats go and take a poop. Okay, that's where the cats that live inside the house go and take a poop. So kaolinite, since it's a rock, the cats will think that, oh, this part of the house is outside. Then they will poop there. It can also be found in paper, paint, fertilizer, rubber products, PVC pipe, medicines, and calpectate. Imagine that, class. Some rocks or minerals actually contain medicine that is good for the body. And even paper. There's a lot of minerals or rocks found in paper. I thought it was just wood, but it turns out it's not just wood. It's actually a lot of things. Some of them are actually comes from rocks. Even paint. Paint is a liquid, but rock is a solid, and it's still found there. Fertilizer, rubber products, any type of object that is rubber. Next, galena. Galena is a common and popular mineral for rock hounds. Its characteristic cubes, distinctive cleavage, and high density make it easy to identify and a favorite in high school geology labs. The town of Galena in northwest Illinois is named after this mineral, which was extracted from the large number of lead mines developed in the area in the last century. Over 80% of all lead mine worldwide is used in batteries. So galena, it's used in batteries. As you can see here, fishing tackle, lead crystal, medical shields, and even ammunition. Because galena, it's highly malleable, meaning that you can actually form it, you can actually shape it. And it's also a bit, it doesn't allow electricity to move too much. So it can also be used, especially inside the battery, where you don't want the electricity from inside the battery to actually go out and possibly harm some people. They can be used for fishing tackles. For those of you who love to fish, I know because some of my students before in P6, I think last year, some of them love to fish. If you love to fish, you will find out that a tackle or the lure from fishing, some of them are made from rocks, specifically this one, galena. And it's really a popular mineral. If you went to school or high school in like the United States or the United Kingdom, you will find that they have a lot of rocks there. They have a lot of galena used in their like experiments because it's very beautiful. And it's also high density. So this right here is one of the best uses of rocks. And that's it for today. We will continue more about the uses of rocks next time. But first, make sure that you listen to me during our class on Friday, because I noticed some of you turn off your cameras. Why do you turn off your cameras during Friday, during my class? Are you still sleepy because it's 9 in the morning? Okay. So let's have a short review first, okay? Before we finally finish it. Fluorite. What is fluorite used for? It's actually used in toothpaste, right? The rock or mineral fluorite, the ingredient on it or the thing that they extract from it is called fluoride. It helps our teeth become strong and healthy. What else? Copper. Copper. What is copper used for? Copper is actually used for wires. Wires that transfer electricity. Because copper can transfer electricity. Isn't that amazing? What else? How about galena? Do you remember galena? Galena is used in batteries because it's high density, meaning that the electricity from inside the batteries cannot just go out and hurt the person that is trying to use the battery. And finally, we have talc. Talc powder, you know, the ones that are used in cosmetics like makeups, concealers that your mom uses, or even baby powders that your mom sometimes puts on you. And that's it. Thank you for listening. I will see you on Friday. Goodbye.